I have to be honest and say this might be the smartest tool I have ever used for content creation. Its core superpower is taking massive long videos and effortlessly turning them into highly shareable, bite-sized content. If you are currently tired of the manual grind of content repurposing, you absolutely need to pay attention to this process. Are you sick of spending endless hours just chopping footage for every single platform you manage? The most tedious part is always manually adding captions and then reformatting the aspect ratio every time you post. Well, this particular system actually covers the most critical steps you need done the most, hands down. It focuses on getting the actual job done efficiently instead of trying to be a complicated, feature-stuffed behemoth. Let me walk you through exactly how I use it and why it has become my absolute go-to solution for distribution. First off, this tool isn't trying to be a full-blown timeline-based editor where you have to micromanage every single clip. Instead, it utilizes an AI-first workflow designed specifically to find the moments that truly matter in your existing videos. It pinpoints the parts that are already resonating with audiences and turns them into clips that are instantly ready to post. That means absolutely no more agonizingly hunting for the 5 best takeaways buried deep inside a 45-minute talk. Okay, so here is the dashboard you see right after you finish uploading your very long-form source video. The initial setup is super simple. You just upload, give it some context like episode titles and keywords, and then hit the big auto-edit button. The artificial intelligence then immediately scans the entire recording for peaks like high energy, laughter, or any punchy statements. Following the scan, it automatically generates a whole batch of potential short clips ready for your review. You can easily preview suggested thumbnails, see the precise suggested trim points for each segment, and the AI even recommends initial captions. For example, I recently uploaded a 30-minute interview I conducted all about building a successful creator business. Within just a few short minutes, this tool dropped 12 distinct short clips, each perfectly sized for Reels, Shorts, and TikTok. Each resulting clip came equipped with auto-generated captions, smart cuts to eliminate awkward filler pauses, and a suggested title that was optimized for audience engagement. The final output conveniently came with multiple aspect ratio versions ready for any platform you want to use. The absolute best part is that the AI maintains crucial context, linking references between different clips if needed. If a person references an earlier point, it either includes the necessary lead-in footage or smartly tags it for you. One thing I genuinely appreciate about this platform is that it doesn't try to replace every piece of your editing stack with a half-baked feature. Instead, it focuses its entire specialization on repurposing long-form content into viral clips, scheduling them, and managing that entire calendar. When compared to general editors that have tacked on basic AI features, this tool takes a completely different approach. While some editors excel at making totally new things with AI voices or image generation, this tool dominates when you need raw output from existing recordings. If your entire content pipeline relies on daily live streams or long interviews, this specifically nails the repurposing workflow better than general software. Other editors might be better if you want to generate full AI scenes or do frame-by-frame creative edits, but that's not why we are here. For creators focused on mass clip output and seamless distribution, this specific platform is the ultimate time saver. Now back to the actual process. Once those clips are successfully generated, you receive 3 key things automatically. First, you get the fully captioned videos with the text still being completely editable for fine-tuning. Second, you get several thumbnail recommendations based on the strongest frames of the clip content. And third, you get metadata suggestions, including optimized titles and relevant hashtags, all ready to go. You always have the power to accept these suggestions exactly as they are or jump in to make minor tweaks where you see fit. Personally, I usually just skim through the auto-captions to correct 1 or 2 specific names or technical jargon. Even with that minor review step, the process is still magnitudes faster than captioning the entire source video manually. Another feature I find myself using constantly because it saves me so much mental energy is the powerful auto-schedule function. After generating all those clips, you simply go in and set your desired posting frequency across all your connected social platforms. You can set it to post 3 times a week on Instagram, twice daily on TikTok, and once a week on YouTube Shorts, for example. The tool then intelligently lines up all those clips, assigns them to the optimal times, and populates your content calendar automatically. While you still get to preview the whole schedule and can drag and drop to rearrange things, the default calendar is already optimized for consistency. That kind of posting consistency is truly magic because it allows you to stop worrying about when to post. You can then put all your mental energy back into just creating and recording the next big piece of long-form material. Let me give you a very concrete example of this system in action to show you the power. I recently had a long-form motivational talk, about 18 minutes total, where I was passionately ranting about habits and productivity. I uploaded that entire file, ran the auto-edit feature, and it immediately pulled out 5 truly punchy clips with incredible hooks. Each one came with a suggested thumbnail frame that highlighted the best moments, plus a short hook line ready to grab attention. I picked the best thumbnail, quickly tweaked the text overlay colors, and then queued them all to post every other day without further input. Just 2 weeks later, one of those specific clips actually blew up on TikTok, driving a steady stream of valuable views back to the original long-form video. Honestly, that feeling was exactly like having a dedicated mini social media manager working actively inside my regular workflow. This platform also makes it incredibly easy to adapt all your generated clips to maintain a strong, consistent brand voice. You can bulk edit templates for your text overlays, fonts, and specific color palettes, ensuring every single clip looks perfectly cohesive. Compare that single step to using several separate tools, one just to cut, another just to caption, and a third just to schedule. The costs and the number of necessary logins really start to add up when you multiply all those platforms together. While some editors promise the all-in-one solution, their scheduling features are often too basic, or their initial clip-finding mechanism is just plain clumsy. This tool's specific combination of intelligent scheduling and powerful clipping is the primary reason I rarely touch standalone scheduler apps anymore. Now, I definitely won't lie to you. There are still practical limits to what any single tool can realistically accomplish on its own. If you specifically need bespoke, complex motion graphics or truly advanced AI-generated scenes, you might still need to jump over to a dedicated creative suite. Similarly, if you are incredibly picky about frame-by-frame professional color grading or complex visual effects, this isn't trying to replace those high-end applications. What this platform does, however, is incredibly practical and targeted. It finds the moments that drive engagement and prepares them for distribution with minimal hands-on effort. Next, let's dive into the integrated analytics and the powerful feedback loop you get for continuous iteration. After your clips go live across social, the system tracks crucial performance metrics like views and watch time for every single one. It then suggests which types of moments, like certain topics or energy levels, are resonating most strongly with your specific audience segment. Over time, the AI genuinely learns whether your unique audience prefers short, punchy one-liners or longer emotional anecdotes. That powerful feedback loop is huge because it focuses your future long-form filming efforts on the exact content that actually gets traction today. Other platforms might give you raw metric spreadsheets, but they rarely tie that vital data back directly into the clip generation workflow itself. With this tool, you can rerun the auto-edit process using those new performance-guided parameters to get even better clips next time. Another subtle but crucially important aspect of this workflow is optimizing the external presentation elements like thumbnails and hook phrases. The platform surfaces several strong thumbnail frames and suggests compelling hook phrases derived directly from the clip's most powerful spoken line. You have the final power to edit the text size, the color palette, and the exact placement right there inside the main platform interface. Compared to exporting and generating thumbnails separately in a dedicated design application, this integrated method keeps the entire flow exceptionally fast. While the thumbnails might not be hyper fancy like a dedicated Photoshop specialist could create, they are optimized for clicks and consistency. That level of optimization for volume posting is precisely what you need when you are trying to publish consistently across many channels. If you are serious about cross-posting your video content across every single one of your different channels, you will absolutely appreciate this calendar view. You can easily connect all your major channels, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and see every scheduled post in one unified timeline. You can drag a clip from one day to a completely different day, quickly modify platform-specific captions, and then hit publish for the entire batch. This direct integration is much tighter and more seamless than when you use separate schedulers that require exporting and manually uploading every time. For those of you working in a team environment or with collaborators, the built-in collaboration features are seriously important. You have the ability to invite editors, set up designated reviewers, and establish clear approval flows for all content before it goes out. This ensures that only brand-safe, high-quality content moves forward without actually slowing down your overall publishing pipeline to a crawl. One final thing I wanted to call out specifically is how incredibly well this system integrates with other specialized tools you might already rely on. If you love a specific creative template from another editor or want to run just one clip through an AI voice studio, you can easily export and re-import it. But most of the time, I genuinely don't need to leave because the built-in captioning, cropping, and scheduling handle the vast majority of the heavy lifting. This handles 80 to 90% of the repetitive work I used to have to completely outsource to other freelancers. So in short, if your content strategy involves long videos and you need to get consistent bite-sized output, this is the most practical AI assistant available. It finds the viral moments, captions them perfectly, proposes the best thumbnails, and schedules everything in a neat calendar, saving me hours every single week. Tools focused solely on creative generation are fantastic for new concepts, but they simply do not replace the sheer speed of automated repurposing like this. This specific platform fills that exact repurposing gap perfectly, acting as the bridge between your long and short content. If you are ready to finally stop manually clipping every single interview or podcast episode, you need this system. It's a system that will keep your social channels consistently fed with new content while you focus entirely on your next recording session. This is absolutely worth checking out if you are serious about scaling your content output without burning yourself out. That's everything I wanted to cover for this walkthrough, and I sincerely hope this demonstration has been incredibly helpful for your workflow. I will definitely see all of you again very soon in the next video tutorial.